Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Hmm. Sure looks like it. What's going on, friends? It is Thursday. One more day till Friday. But, um, we are continuing almost where we left off with the dual wield Mjölner business that we got started yesterday after we finished the campaign. And right after I got done streaming, or like a couple hours after I got done streaming, GG announced or released the 0.5.4 patch, which actually made it so you can equip uniques that give skills at lower levels than their like highest potential skill for that copy of the item, and it'll just automatically scale the level of that skill down and then level it up when you get to the right one. So basically, it made my life a whole lot easier, and it probably would have made my life a little easier if I could have used Thunder God's Wrath in the campaign, but I don't know if the level requirement would have gone down quite that much. Either way, because they did that, I felt much more confident rune mastering my Mjolners, so we could get the pure lightning damage on the weapons, and then get the increased lightning damage there. Um, However, I went ahead and rune mastered my Mjolners that I had equipped, and I made the horrifying realization that there's actually more than one possible outcome for rune mastering this weapon, which might be why it had like a little question mark when I put the unrune forged weapon in. I don't know if this will actually let me look, but that was the reason that there was question marks there every time, because there's different options, and for the two that I had on, they both got the non-lightning damage option. They both got skills chain, lightning skills chain in additional time, which is probably pretty neat for clearing. However, it kind of was not my plan to use that. So, yeah, we went back and grabbed the one that I got had this outcome, and then I bought another one for like 4 div, like right before starting stream. But I do need to actually divine this. We actually need to use divine orbs to get that to level 4. I don't care how many it takes, I'm getting it. Thank you. Man, expensive shit. It's like 12 div. Probably could have just bought a better one. Either way, both these kind of need their perfect jeweler's orbs. We're actually not done spending money on these, because we also need. So I know it's a flux of some kind. Perfect flux. Yep. Blech. Yep. Gotta do it.
Fill that in as soon as I can.
They're only gonna get worse. And then, because why not? That one. That one. This one. This one. This one. This one and that one. I don't know why these are grayed out like that, but oh well. So other than that, I did mess around a little bit off stream. I took out the points way the hell down here, like just on this side. Kind of put them in whatever looked good over here, and I took some attribute nodes because I was actually planning on dropping Astromentus in favor of Rondel of Fragility. However, Rondel of Fragility comes with -30 to all max res. I'm sorry, to all elemental res. If I put that on, I'll be on like 40 fire res or something, and like 40 cold res. Our lightning is like almost good, but not quite. So I went ahead and bought these boots for a couple div, which is not triple T1, but close. It's like 123 res with 30% move speed and some decent defenses. But we can't use those to level 80. So that's the real big reason we want to hit level 80 today. So I can wear those, and then put on Rondo of Fragility for that 30% skill speed. The crit chance is nice as well. Damage is whatever. But yeah. When we take Astromentus off, it's going to absolutely dumpster my attributes, unfortunately. So that might make Elemental Expression a little questionable, because I don't know what the chances are. Oh no, I guess it always triggers one of them when you melee crit. It's just whether, like, which type you get is proportional to, like, the percentages of your attributes against each other. I may have misunderstood that. Either way, I think that's about where we're at for right now. So we left off yesterday on tier 6 maps. Also, one last thing. 0.5.4 added the expedition tree, so we actually need to fill this out. But it's Verisium sentries, which are ancient remnants of Calguran technology found within expeditions. When unearthed, they follow the player, adding runic modifiers to monsters throughout the area. Okay. Quantity of expedition logbooks dropped by monsters. I think I would rather have an extra remnant to expeditions, because we usually have one or two extra explosives anyways. Quantity of expedition logbooks dropped by monsters. Yes, that's probably all of them. 50% increased chance to drop logbooks per runic modifier is kind of huge. Tomb of the Fallen Knight can be found in expeditions. I guess that's the dude we fought several times already. Either faster explosions or easier monsters. I wonder if this applies to remnant monsters as well. Or rather, monsters spawning from remnants in expeditions specifically. Because I don't actually mind the kill everything approach for expedition. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with the faster one. I think we'll take additional Verisium remnants. Increase monster rarity per remnant completed in area. Okay. Verisium remnants count as affected by a power rune. Isn't power rune the really strong one? Upgrades all other runic modifiers on the remnant to a more powerful and rewarding variant. Increase XP from monsters per runic modifier or quantity of items. Obviously, we take the power rune. We have to do it. Randomize the runic inscription. Grand expeditions have +1 area levels, pretty sick. Add modifiers, yep. Ocean and island areas are also considered to be a different biome. We'll go with grants. I gotta read these. Effectiveness of monsters, quantity of items, rare monsters, rare monsters. Pack size and grass areas. Spirits, West Desert. Effectiveness, quantity, XP, quantity. Essences, additional rares, additional modifiers for rares, Rare monsters in desert and forest. Rarity of items dropped by unique monsters in forests and swamps. Magic monsters in grass and water. Rarity in mountain and swamp. So it's probably mountain or swamp then. Buffs granted by shrines. Strongbox shrine buffs. Quantity of items in chests. Tablets. What was the other one? Swamp. Swamp might be better. Pack size. XP. Pack size. Swamp gets 2 of them? Do they all get 2? No, Swamp is just OP. What the hell? Favoritism. Swamp it is. Okay. Let's actually do a map now, shall we? This will be our first map with the lightning Mjölners on. So, I'm not sure how they'll go. We're gonna do our best. Also not gonna be breaking armor anymore because we're not doing physical damage in the first place to break with armor breaker. Delirium, sure, why not? I've been skipping too many remnant encounters. I ran out of exceptional Barisian when I was trying to upgrade my remnants or my Mjölners. I had to buy some, and that shit was actually kind of expensive. Hey, we put Charge Perfusion on as well, or whatever the hell that thing is called that gives you buffs for having them. Kinda forgot we need to manage that. But we're using it with power charges right now. As nice as Frenzy Charges would be for the skill speed. Getting multiplicative crit chance is really nice. Ah, yeah. Purple. Where? Kind of going the wrong way, are we? Really don't understand how this distance thing works sometimes. I guess I was supposed to go up. There's 153 power worth of monsters. An adaptive rune, which I can't actually see what that is. And so if the remnant has 2 golden slots like that, then 2 will get passed on, 2 runes. Yo, opulent runes. Aren't those supposed to be rare as shit? Okay. Too bad we can't have that passed down. Is there any way we can get? So why the hell is everything exploding? Shrines are a lot faster than I remembered. Wait a minute, I know a sentry when I see one. They're called Bursum sentries too, aren't they? I did not realize. My man, no. Funny thing is, I can still. I can still bonk stuff and trigger my spells even when I'm out of mana. But I really wish they would fix that issue with the donuts not aligning on bugs properly. That's been a problem for a really long time. It's like pretty obvious. It's like it's a serious problem. Or like that something's wrong with that, rather. Say that went rather well. True. It'll never not be funny when we walk into a unique monster like that. Owie. Lightning Warp trying to kill me. Oh. Getting the hydration break started early today, I see. Shit, I forgot to upgrade my, update my drivers. Whoops. Please? Please? It might be faster for me to just restart the game, but like... when I do that while it's crashing out like this, I tend to run into problems after the reset. It's a little annoying, so we kind of just let it ride. I'm out of chance orbs. What the hell? Who used them all? Someone stole them. We're gonna run Snowfall next, just so we'll be... if and when I decide to run those maps, I'll be able to do one. I'll be able to do them back to back. More delirium. I don't know why we're just rolling delirium all day. But it is extra monsters, so I guess why not? Give me those boots. Just realized we are actually building up stuns somehow. I didn't think we could if I'm not dealing physical damage, but okay. Where's this going? Let's get a little more grid chance, just because why not? Still don't know what those green things do. I'm alive! Kind of expected to die there. left another green thing behind, but again, I don't really know what they do, so I don't know if I need to prioritize them. Like, I know I've read somewhere in a patch note what they do, but like, it really should be clear somewhere in the game, honestly. Because either way, I don't remember that patch note. Hey, yo, what's up? Hope you're doing well, Professor. Got back from emergency visit? Oh, shit. Hope everything's okay. I gotcha. I'm sorry you're having to go through that, but hope it stays that way. Actually, what boss are we doing? I've never seen this boss room in my life. Oh, hell yeah. I'm glad you're here. What you got for breakfast? We've been, I'm actually, like, baffled at how well this is doing. When I thought of the idea, like, 2 days ago or whenever it was, for dual Mjölner, let alone with lightning warp of all things, I had no expectation that it would do anything at all. But it's actually kind of working and kind of slapping too. Like, more than just working. But I just realized I do need to change some stuff around. Call a power stacker. I don't even care what's in it. I just want to eat that for breakfast every day. 2 waffles, egg, cheese, sausage, maple syrup, some greens, and all toasted together as a sandwich. That's crazy. Campfire coffee, s'mores, budding coffee. That's peak. That's peak. Rage is more tactic. I think instead of stun, we're going to take elemental armament. More damage would be good for us. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm still thinking about that sandwich. That's insane. Have I never eaten anything like that in my life before? Sent it in DMs. Hell yeah. Yo, what? If it's not like some local thing that you can't answer without doxing yourself, what restaurant is that? I'm suddenly interested. Big B. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. New bucket list item acquired. I had a fixation on frying chicken and waffles for the longest time. And it took me forever to actually find a place that sold them. At a time where I could also, like, justify getting it for myself. That shit took me, like, 7 years at least, I think. But I finally did it, and I haven't had a food goal to chase in forever, so. New one acquired. Yeah, I feel like I'm triggering the spells a lot faster. That's it, exactly. Precisely. And like, I could make something like that myself, I suppose, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Waffles are made of French toast. I was gonna say. Stonks are going up. Hash brown, even better. Brain's fried right now. They do be like that sometimes. Can't even hold it against you. Every time I see 37 ball lightnings manifest instantaneously, the happy chemicals flood my brain. It's great. I just wish they lasted longer. Makes me a little bummed when they just kind of peter out after like 5 meters like that. Guess we totally missed the remnant, but I'm not too upset about that. We are still breaking armor, actually. Not really sure how. Oh, they just break a flat amount of armor. Most armor break mechanics are like break X% of physical damage as our I don't know what I was trying to, how I was trying to finish it out, but yeah, break X% of the physical damage you deal. That much armor, but this one's just a flat amount, I suppose. Fine by me. Damage, double damage is extra chaos. That's toxic. We're still kind of going off in search for more things that are not Tavakai. Or like anomaly maps that are not Tavakai. Although, like, I should probably do some of these ones too, because that can... The Act 1 anomaly boss can drop Rigwald's lineage support, which is also like 100 div. But also, I guess we could just do this tower and unveil all this area. I'm sure this will be fine. It's just a little chaos damage. Never hurt nobody.
Strange dreamlike terrain.
I didn't really have any plans for this. Part of me kind of wants this infusion of power. Gain a power charge when you consume an elemental infusion, but I'd have to socket another... you know, another spell to spend our infusions. And then if we're casting spells manually, then we're not triggering the lightning spells, you know? Although, I guess if we got a bunch more spirit, I could potentially, possibly, maybe get like cast on crit or something. And trigger another spell to spend our infusions so we can keep picking up infusions. I don't even know if you can spend infusions on triggered spells, but like, it'd be cool. This is my first time actually messing with a build that triggers or like uses energy and all that.
Let's see if you are as strong as you pretend.
It's purple. Ew. Heck it. Union of Souls it is. been meaning to look up. I don't actually have the wiki open. I've been seeing uniques that like forcibly add power to monsters. I kind of want to see if we can actually use any of that, because that would make my life a whole lot easier. Enemies in your presence count as having double power, but that's a shield. It's like an axe and a shield and a helmet. Super cool. Yeah, so it looked super cool. I just don't really have room for them, unfortunately. Because I can't give up either mace or shield. I'm sorry, I can't give up either mace to make room for a different one or a shield. But like, what if we could what if we could convert one of these into a rune? But that's like the expensive thing to get from Expedition. Yo, Perfect Flux is actually more expensive than Alder Saga. But not more expensive than Alder's Legacy. Yeah, this thing, when socketed into a unique Calgurn or Ezomite item, destroys the item to create a rune imbued with that item's power. 164 div. So, like, we could try and use that on Sadist Mercy to get this Grueling Madness business. But also, what is Harbinger of Madness? Draws out latent fears of enemies you kill and rare monsters, rare or unique enemies you hit, turning them into unstable apparitions which charge towards enemies and then explode. Unstable apparitions spawn from slain enemies, deal 8% of that enemy's life as added unscalable physical damage. Apparitions deal 5% more damage per power of the enemy they're drawn from, and you get to add power to enemies through this. This thing's actually kind of crazy. It's just a buff, it's just there. What's Grueling Madness? Movement speed slowed. Additional Grueling Madness increases potency while slows on you. See, the thing is, I can't exactly guarantee what this turns into when it gets... Actually, no, it's not Calgurn. Never mind. So I couldn't do that. Calgurn or Ezomite? So that idea's out. Oro Vasara, though. Is this not Calgurn? Kind of looks like it. Yeah, it's Olroth. This is definitely Calgurn. This one could also be really good for us. But it doesn't really add power. It would just be damage increase. I don't know. Wait, helmet. Hold up. Are we done? Yeah, there's at least nothing else on this wiki page to read for right now. But also, even if we could use the, or turn that Delirium Axe, I'm sorry, that Delirium Mace into a rune, there's a non-zero chance it would just get the Grueling Madness and not give you the part that gets, that adds power to monsters as well. I could see them doing some shit like that. Not really sure how many of these purple things are supposed to spawn, but I don't mind finding more of them. Your box. Yesterday I ran into one of those orange shards and it spawned a non-delirium boss. Like it just spawned like the monkey or some shit. Not really sure what that was about, but it did happen. Yo, what's up, Rosenspell? How we doing? We're gaming right now. I learned some stuff about Mjölner. Specifically the Rune Forged version of it. Turns out you can actually have multiple, or there are multiple different outcomes for Rune Forging Mjölnir, and that's why there's like a question mark when you put it in the bench. It doesn't actually show you the result because there's multiple things it could be. But we acquired the dual lightning version, and because of patch 0.5.0 that I'm sorry, 0.5.4 that came out last night, or at least last night for me, we went ahead and upgraded the level of Thunder God's Wrath on the hammers to 20, and it just scales the level of the skill down to my level. So we don't have to worry about super high level requirements anymore. It's very nice. But right now we're kind of just trying to rush to level 80 so we can get these boots equipped that have 1 billion resistance on them. And then I can put Rondel of Fragility, which will tank my resistances, but the boots should fix them. But we'll get 30% increased skill speed, some crit chance. It damages whatever, but you know, It was this morning for you? And it ate your map? Damn, that's toxic. How dare they, honestly. Unbelievably rude. Got the map ready, just press go, made coffee, got back, and got on the map with the 5-minute left message. Oof. Yeah, that ain't enough time to do a PoE2 map in like 99% of cases. You need jewelry, you say? So fast we were able to only do 3 out of 5. Damn, and you had the... So you had the tablets in there too? Well, if I wasn't gonna get a mage blood, I'd rather a ring. So that worked out at least. Where is that rogue exile? Oh no, that's not even a rogue exile, it's just a boss. This is a mountain map, so there's a... I think it's a mountain map. So there's a chance for a rare monster to get turned into a map boss. It's all good, got some shit out of what you were able to do. That's nice. 2 rib cages, 1 divine, some other stuff. Hell yeah. This is only our 3rd map in the patch, so we've still got more to see, but I do like the things I've seen. Like the level of scaling uniques is great. I'm actually... I never thought of that as a possible solution to a problem, but it definitely does seem like it'll make things feel a lot better. And I kind of wish it kind of lines up with something I've been thinking about with uncut skill gems. Like, really uncut skill gems should be able to give you lower level versions of the skills, I feel like. Like, we should get a drop down for what skill level you actually want, and it just defaults to the maximum one for the uncut gem. That's what I'd been thinking about before. Yeah, well, it's just Mjölner. Spots are everywhere. Have I seen a new expedition? I saw the tree. I have not. I actually did 1 expedition node, and I got a sentry. And I got a double rune remnant, like the one that passed on double runes. It seemed pretty good. But I've not done any grand expeditions yet. Although I did see, who was it, Doriani or something, got an upgraded version of Extreme Archaeology for grand expeditions, so you get 5 bombs instead of 15. I was kind of tempted to try that, but I don't know, you got a path pretty far in some of those maps. But if you get super long tether range, like, maybe it's fine. I'm just gonna wait for her to wake up. Yeah, build's looking good. Build's looking alright. I have to push the button. I was so tickled by how quickly we killed those bosses. I didn't want to stay. Got the whole tree instantly, and you only see an expedition. Normal maps, that's much better now. Yeah, same. I think it was just based on, like, how many of the bosses you killed, or like how many expedition maps you've done, or like grand expeditions you've done or something. So I guess they were able to recognize we did those. I was a little worried I'd have to go through some hoops to actually get the points when they said they were adding it. Funny thing is though, I don't think they added in expedition tablets yet. Which I guess is fine. Yeah, that's our third map. Not third in a row, but like 3 out of the last 6 maps have had damages chaos. Only need to do the quest line and you'll have all of them? Oh, hell yeah. I kind of like that outcome, or that, I like that approach more than I like the one they did for, like, Breach, Delirium, and Ritual, where you have to do the quest and then farm a bunch of maps after the fact. Okay. There's good news and bad news with this. The good news, there's no Tavakai. Bad news, there's nothing else either. There are more bosses there. Untainted Paradise would actually be pretty sick. So... I suppose we make our way over. I'd rather do Center Rift 100 times than Ravine once. Agreed, but you believe we'll change our point of view? I'm interested. That monkey tried to kill me. We got another one. Huge. Huge. I can spoil the answer for that information if you'd like. But if not, I also understand. I don't know. We need to open that tree up for crafting. Yeah. I got really lucky, because when I did it... What's this? When I did the Abyss questline, it was bugged. So every time you woke up the boss in the Kulamak encounter, you got, like, the full amount of points for killing the entire boss. So every time you did it, it was like 6 points for the Abyss tree. And so I just got it up to full power, which was like 5 revives or whatever. So I just got the full tree that way, and then like a week later they patched that out. I was like, oh, this is great. I like this. And then the next patch they were like, by the way, that was a bug. I'm like, oh, I guess I got a bank error in my favor this time. Into the breach. Breach is so cool. Even when it has no monsters, just the whole thing. It's so cool. Aside from the hives. We pretend the hives don't exist here. The point is, once we get used to how this works, we can just target farm it. I much prefer to get your points from killing bosses rather than doing a map, which is only 1 point. Yeah, I think that kind of lines up with how I feel, honestly. That was kind of why I liked the way Expedition did it. Assuming that that's how it works. Come to think of it. Maybe I'm getting confused because of how the Abyss quest worked for me, where I got all the points out of that. But I like that outcome, like just doing the quest, getting all the points, rather than, because I did not like going through and clearing out the maps after the fact for points. But it has to not be like the stupid Citadels. Citadels took forever. I will say that. Wait, Citadels. I was thinking Fortress. Fortress took forever. Citadels were annoying as shit though when they were rare as shit and you had to find them like 10 miles away from the starting point. So you get all of them right after the other and you go screens and screens with nothing. Right. I'm pretty sure I have like 7 sets of Citadels within 20 maps of my starting point, and I've probably run through like 3 of them. Because also I can't stand the Arbiter Bash. You know brings all fight. That's what you think. His hitboxes are so wonky. It's actually hard to hit him when he's stomping around like this, because his legs are at where the hitboxes actually are. And so his legs are kind of going all over the place. Two hitboxes, a GG thing. Honestly, it's classic PoE2. That the giant from Act 2, where you get the I don't even know what part. The ruby, I think. That thing's hitboxes have been so terrible this entire time. Like, they fixed it every other patch, and then every other patch after that breaks it again somehow. I don't know if I've gotten Life Sprig yet this patch. There was another boss that had really wonky hitboxes, I thought. Maybe it was Zarwali. It's Marion Ranges. I don't know if I've run this map before. Oh no, yes I have. That is 77. So I guess we're just gonna spend the rest of our points in here somewhere. Got a bone to pick for GG, and the community most likely will disagree with you. That's my favorite type of take. What's the take? It would help if Black Chow was not standing perfectly in the tornado at all times. There we're going in. Okay. Also, not sure why he spawned in there. Oh, it was the Queen's Ritual. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing we took the effort to do this. You want to hear all the voice lines in the new endgame quest lines? Alright. That does sound like it would take a lot of effort. And probably 7 leagues, because, yeah, I guess you can't redo the quest lines. See the problem. And also, I see why most people would disagree with that, because I kind of also don't want to do the quest lines on every character, but like, I do get where you're coming from. I guess at the very least you could get 2 per league if you were... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You have one in, you can get 1 in trade and 1 in SSF. If you were really gung-ho about it, you could get 4. That would involve slightly sweatier gameplay. Oh, you can do that? Oh, I had no idea. Can you do that more than one time? That's crazy. I figured your Atlas progress would stay in SSF. That's pretty neat, actually. It's good if you want to feel like it's a new league. I guess so. When I do practice runs towards the end of a league or like the start of a new league, I'll probably start doing something like that because I used to just pretend that I am starting a new league. But if I could actually delete the gold and everything, that would be good too. This build was everything I hoped it would be, and more. I think that's my first time managing to beat the Queen of the Mists. I've only ever seen her one other time and she beat my ass. Where's my mage button? Queen, we talked about this. So how about a dialogue history option? That'll make everyone happy? Or simply not annoyed? Yeah, but that's not the same as getting to experience it, you know? What about like Final Fantasy 14 has you where you can do New Game Plus just to see the story again. You don't actually really get the rewards out of it. It's just if you wanted to see the story bits. Idol of Sycophant. I think this was actually worth a little bit, wasn't it? I'll take it anyways. Yeah, it seemed to work pretty well for Final Fantasy 14. I was not super enthusiastic about it myself, but I also was not super enthusiastic about most of the story anyways, so it's more of a me problem.
My kin died by the spirit's will. You'll die by mine. Kiss me.
Nice. Find and activate an ancient beacon. How was I supposed to do there? Game froze. You want to have all the Atlas point buffs or not so buff points to affect your second character. You just want the story feel too, right? Yeah, I would think like if they were to do a story mode type thing, they wouldn't take the points away while you're doing it, you know? 322% XP on it. Game broke out here too. I don't know why I said, oh, Ancient Beacon. It was probably the damn game super broke. Which voice lines are priceless because she's such a terrible person. Real. I love her. She's so real for that. Yeah. I'm inclined to agree. I should have thrown that omen on the floor to see what its value was. For real. The more of the game could benefit from hearing what she has to say. Guaranteed. That's actually one thing I kind of have liked a little bit less about PoE2 is most of the characters seem like good people. And in PoE1, like maybe Scion is an alright person, but she still definitely has a personality flaws. It's like, can you blame her? But in PoE2, most of the characters, the Scion. In PoE2, most of the characters seem like they're trying to be heroes all the time. Like, oh, we must save the Mjölner. Not that anyone tries to save the Mjölner. All I can think of is warrior. Just constantly grandstanding and trying to be a big guy. Merc is doing it for the gold, but then you get to Act 3 and he's always sticking up for Alva. Like, oh, we gotta save Miss Valai, which it's adorable he refers to her that way. And it's okay for a mercenary to be nice to people, I guess. But like, compare that to the Shadow in PoE1 and he's like, I don't know, he's just a bad person all around too. She's a good partner for anyone who wants more gold. I don't know. Because she's definitely the type to backstab people. I mean, she'll go for the gold, but she's the type to backstab people for her own profit, I think. Kind of like how she bails on us when we're fighting the giant soul core thing. She's like, oh, you have fun dealing with that. It's like following her around would lead to gold, but how the split looks gets a little foggier, you know? Then again, she is pretty nice to us in the Vault Temple. Anytime we find the vault, she's not like fighting over this shit. So maybe I'm just doubting her. I'm still pissed she left us with that goal. Well, I did kill him. It's not. It's gonna matter. It already happened. It's oddly pragmatic, honestly. Evil, but cute. Yeah, that tracks. I've always been confused by Doriani's voice line when he starts fighting. And he refers to somebody as the Demon of Atsuatl. So I would assume he means Alva, but he's definitely looking at us when he says that. And he has her, like, pretty well locked down. But also, we are not the player character from PoE1, so... maybe it's a case of mistaken identity. We're tooling around with Alva, so he's like, ah, so it was you. After PoE2, she'll use the Blood Tomb to go back in time to PoE1 and do the whole thing there. I could see that. I'm like 99% certain our character's not supposed to be the one from PoE1 though. Part of the problem is I only half pay attention to things, and then I let those things I didn't pay attention to bother me. Turns out the character... the boss models is already there. It's just not letting you stand where he is. What? Bruh. Trying to kill me after he's dead. It's not us for PoE2, it's us as the player, sure, but they address the guy who comes from the future with value. Okay. I see, I see. Alpha and PoE2 didn't know yet that she'd do it. I could see that. Seems like, sounds like classic Alva hijinks, honestly. Actually could use another 15 Spirit Gem. I think I can use level 18 gems now, which is great because that's like 90% of gems. I cannot. I need one more. One more. Which I happen to know a place. Should we try red map? I don't actually have a ton of these. No pack size and XP gain? That's kind of exactly what we were going for. It has pack size, so I kind of don't want to reroll. Rarity of items. Shrines, Waystones. these two. Ah, you can't use tablets in here. Shit. If you think about this, she's learning it now that it's okay thanks to Doriani's obsession with its theory. That's true. She might get some more tricks from Doriani as well. Have you gone through the temple and like fought its theory and everything? Ow. Rude. Thing hurts. What else? I'm convinced that the reason Alvo was able to open the door with Doriani is because she was his child all along. It is purely speculation on my part, because there's no other indication, but it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be in like 5 leagues. Not child, but like great grandchild, you know, that kind of thing. Doriani's funny. This is the time. Does he actually say that? I've done it twice, but I actively block out Doriani from as much of my perception as possible. Yeah, tier 11 maps, great for XP. A little dangerous. And technically this is actually a tier 12 map. It's like 2,000 years apart from them, but the Blood Altars thing only works with Vile Blood. It is, but specifically the one they used to open the door to Aziri was like, had to be High Priest blood, not just Vile blood. So when they did that and it worked, when they did that, Doriani was like, yo, let's just try it. I have an idea. And then it worked. And then he said, we'll talk about it later. And then they don't ever talk about it later. At least not that I saw. It could be a dialogue option. That's 2 levels. Chance to shock, lightning is cold. Lightning damage, attack and cast speed. Maybe that's actually just 100% chance for lightning skills to chain an additional time, or is it like 3 different chances? I think this branch actually isn't that good for me because we don't, like, the cast speed doesn't matter. And the attack speed will not affect us because we're not using lightning skills. We just have a lot of lightning damage. So maybe these nodes are just not great for me at all. Branching bolts is probably alright though. Right. And it's not like we even get more on the mini nodes leading up to it, it's just more attack speed. Which would be great if it worked, but it does not. This particular one. Then again, like the beams from lightning ball, I'm sorry, ball lightning, might be able to chain. The lightning warp definitely can't chain. Maybe it would still be worth to make our clear a little better. Out of flasks. Bro, how long are these supposed to be? Before I die because I ran out of flasks, so let's just refill the manual way. I remember if chain helps with single target DPS in PoE2? Probably not. I'm not 100% sure either, but like, I would assume not, because it's meant to be between 2 targets, right? But like, this being PoE, there's always a chance it could work in some weird ass way that I don't anticipate, you know. It was just arc and not chain. Maybe that could be on ball lightning. Bolts target enemies. Yeah, so that's not actually chaining, but those, I think they actually can chain because it does have the chaining tag there. That makes low AE. The moment before, the moment we leveled up, we died, which is actually ideal. Like, if we have to die, better that it's right there. Oh. Arc has that line that says it gets more damage for each chain that didn't chain. I didn't even know that was a thing. Hell yeah, though. I think I've probably played a total of like maybe 2 spell builds in PoE2 so far. Oh, gotcha. Crit chance for spells. Maybe we should just make our way that way. I know it's like starter points, but kind of need all the crit chance we can get. 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I get a jewel socket out of that? Yeah, I might just take these points out entirely. We'll figure it out after I finish this rare. I did the math. I knew we had that. Still ended up with 278 million XP per hour. I feel like that's decent.
Go on. Let's try something different.
Going on a coffee break? Alright. Have fun. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for hanging out. Oh shit, I don't have that notable. Reduce cast speed, oh no! Although, that's 60% for 4 points, which is actually 10 times better than that. Part of me kind of wants the exposure as well, but like, it feels weird to go for that when we are using Sunder my enemies. Why the hell are those there? Is that why I ran out of temple tablets? Was gonna do something. Oh yeah, yeah. This thing. That thing. I don't have a socket on these. I think we're good on everything. Good there. 126 strength, we're a little over. All my spirit stuff's on still. Looks good to me. I just need to figure out what to anoint. Ooh, itch. Please hold. You'll be bugged out for a second. There we go. We'll just go with ball lightning as our... I guess what we could do is include in full DPS, include in full DPS. Include in full DPS. Ah, hell yeah, 78,000 XP damage per second. I feel like that's not accurate. Configuration, power charges, yep. Lightning Warp would be the bulk of our damage, it seems. Have I crit recently? Have I crit in the past 8 seconds? Been hit recently. Enemy shocked. Armor broken shouldn't matter. Allegedly it does. Right now we're at almost 4. We're at 3.81 armor breakers per second. What if we got frenzy charges? It would go to 4.28. That'd be pretty funny. We're at 25% crit chance there. %, or 51.89 on ball lightning. 63.4 for lightning warp. So with all that in mind, what do we anoint? We'll give it a second. %, more DPS. I might just path down to that. I was kind of wondering if I should take it. This one node would be 14.4%. Crit chance would go up another 4. Not Mace Strike. Oh shit. I fucked up. Do it over. I think the pen shouldn't really matter all that much. Especially as our crit chance goes higher. 8% there, 14% there. %, for that. I mean, this is still counting me as wearing Astramentus. Yo, 19%. If I wanted to give up armor evasion and energy shield. It's kind of a steep penalty there. Invoker. Double Mjölner. I suspected this would be what we wanted to instill, but I wanted to be sure. So, that takes care of that. What was it? Guilt, despair, envy. I should have that. Guilt, despair, envy.
You want what they have, but your guilt will follow you everywhere.
Oh no! Question is, what kind of quality do I put on Rondel of Fragility? I feel like I should probably put crit if it exists, but speed would be funny.
Yes?
Is it one of the types I don't have? No. Do speed mods not exist? No, I just don't have them. Damn, those are expensive.
All right. Your order is registered.
Life, mana, defense, cold, fire, attribute, lightning, physical, attack, caster, chaos, speed, minion. Interesting. I don't actually have my waystone on me. Let's go back down to T6 for a moment, for a little bit. We are still capped, even after changing amulets, with that minus 30% penalty. Mana's kind of hurting a little more, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We won't have to hit that many times to kill everything, right? Right? Also, what else are mana flasks for if not to fix that problem? Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. I wonder if these worked yet. Looks like still no. Yo, what's up, Rich? Doing pretty good. How about yourself? Yeah, what kind of build, what kind of builds are you thinking of? I keep thinking my Chimera's a enemy. Got 200 divines for a second character. I'm fairly new to the game. If you're looking for a build with few buttons that works for endgame content, not really sure what to do or who the final bosses are. I got you. I got you. Found on YouTube that Whirling Assault and Arc Totems can do it on 200 divs of budget. Yeah, Whirling Assault is kind of like probably the meta build right now. At least it was early on in the league. Though I'm not sure how many buttons it has, and I don't really know how the build works myself. But I have seen clips in it. It can be crazy. One build that I always kind of keep in my back pocket as like a really simple, really strong build that's probably always going to be very strong is Lightning Arrow Deadeye. You basically have 3 buttons. You have Lightning Arrow, you have Lightning Rod, and then Barrage, which the basic idea is you shoot down a bunch of rods in one spot. Well, for bosses, you shoot down a bunch of lightning rods in one spot using... sorry, I keep flicking it up. You push the barrage button at the start of a boss fight. You push the lightning rod button at the start of the boss fight. It shoots out like 20 rods, and then you spam lightning arrow, and it causes all the rods to like completely, constantly detonate over the boss, and it's like tons of damage. I'm playing Ice Shot right now. Yeah, I don't know how that one works, but lightning arrow is so good. Like against both maps, but we're trying to get better gear. But trying to get better gear is expensive as fuck. Gotcha. Yeah, as for clearing with lightning arrow, it's pretty much just firing the lightning arrow. Like usually that's good enough in my experience. As far as other builds, totems I think have more potential this patch. But I think they also rely a lot on like generating charges, which I've always found to be kind of annoying. You gotta worry about like endurance charges or power charges or something like that to summon your totems. It's another simple build I can think of. The build looks cool, but your eyes are burning. Yeah, I get that. It's kind of burning my eyes as well, but it's been a really long time since I played a build like this, so I kind of figured it was time. Honestly, I don't even remember how difficult it was to get gear for Lightning Arrow. I kind of want to look at my character list to see if I can see any builds that I'm forgetting about. I think this was one of my Lightning Arrow builds. Usually you do it on Deadeye, I think I did it on Amazon that time. Grenades are always really simple. Can you use Mjölner on another build? Yeah, there's a lot of build options for Mjölner. You can basically put whatever lightning spell you want in there. It would probably be better to put like Spark or something into the hammer rather than Lightning Warp, the thing that's teleporting me around all over the place. So we would shoot out the lightning balls and then like a bunch of smaller lightning projectiles all over the screen. That would probably go pretty well, honestly. But I really like the teleporting, so we're gonna stick with it. Flicker Strike was a pain in the ass. Hammermancer, it no longer works. Hollow Palm didn't really work so well for me. But if you want another build that works well on a budget, grenades, like pretty much any grenade skill can be very, very strong if you just run Mercenary. Like there's a ton of grenade nodes in that area and crossbow nodes. And it really doesn't take too much gear, although they added a unique this league called Redemption. And if you were paying attention to the news around the game when the update came out, you may have seen a video of this. But basically what it does is you fire off a bunch of grenade skills and then you get a buff for 10 seconds that lets you use grenade skills regardless of their cooldown and gives them like a bunch of buffs and stuff. So that's like normal grenade firing. Like, wide area, lots of damage all in the same spot, so it works in single target and clearing scenarios. They'll show it off in a second, but when you fire off enough, you get a buff that lets you fire them off infinitely. And then it kind of goes a little bit like that. No, that's not the buff. Where is it? Here's where he does it. So he's just kind of blasting there, but they show it in game. Yeah. I haven't tried this out because I haven't played grenades since they added it. But it looks very, very strong. And it's not a terribly expensive unique. And honestly, getting your weapon sorted by unique is a really good way to save money. Yeah, Redemption's like 4 Exalted Orbs, which is like a % of a Divine Orb, maybe. If you want a good one, it's like... What's the range? 400? No, 390. Yeah, like slightly more expensive, but not bad. As for a site for something where you can find more Mjölnir builds, I don't know if anywhere has any Mjölnir builds specifically. I'll probably make a build guide on this in the next couple weeks on my YouTube channel. Which I believe you can find linked under the Twitch channel if you want to subscribe over there. Maxroll.gg tends to have lots of builds. Let me see if I can find anything here. Build guides. Is there a search function? They don't have anything about Mjölnir, but they do have some pretty thorough guides. Basically any kind of playstyle you want. Just maybe not every single specific unique in the game. So if you want to look through here, I think you may be able to find something that's a little more fleshed out for you. Let's run this Fractured Lake and hit the tower to see what's around. But yeah, this setup we're using right now, it's pretty much generic. Like you could do whatever you wanted with any lightning spell in these two hammers, and it would probably work about the same. The damage may be different because of the individual skills, but the playstyle would be the same. Why is my shit purple? Is it because of the map? Or did something change?
Was I to endure the form your blade forced upon me? A mirror traps us in an image. No longer. Break the image. Break the prison.
-1 prefix, +1 suffix. Ah, let's go.
Eat the fruit, but beware the seed.
Oh yeah, one thing I will say about this build, and Mjölner in general, is we have put quite a bit of money into this now that I think about it. Like we're probably close to 100 div right now. I just realized I should have saved that frozen lake, or that mirror lake, whatever the hell it's called, for when I was doing tier 16s or 15s, so we get higher level amulets. Then again, I do have a ton of frozen lakes over by expedition, so it's not a problem. We got more. Really want to bother doing the remnant if it's just skills. What was that? Wow. Come to think of it, I have 10 spirit to spare. I should Should probably put in like Clarity 1 or something. Help ameliorate our mana issues a little bit. What are these? Death Blow? I think I already have that. Max CS, Lightning Res, 2 to all attributes. Sheesh. 2 whole to all attributes. 2 entire attribute points. No, the ghost. Oh, darn. What a shame. Always with the minus max res, unfortunately. Yo, we found Asmati. He is real. He exists. That's crazy. Fracture Lake, that's the name of it. I think that's number 2. He is now, whatever. Let's go ahead and use the breach stones we have. Yeah, there's like 5 maps in here, 6 maps. That could open it up. This is one of them, so we'll start here, I suppose. Really need to look into upgrading my chess piece. I think that's a big part of the reason we're so far apart from each other. Sorry, I was reading that. One of the reasons we're so squishy. I was reading that message while I was trying to talk. How far apart are breach areas from one another? They're kind of random. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. So like, I don't know, 20 maps? 10 maps? 15? Something like that? I'd say somewhere between 15 to 30 maps apart. Also, welcome back, Frozenville. Yeah, screen apart's probably a better way to describe that. It is not a Queen's Ritual or anything, so I'm not gonna bother with him. The big bummer about running breach maps. Circle, I can drag it to a ritual and get more attribute. What do you mean circle? The little wisp. Oh, summoning circle. I see. Yeah, but if I kind of feel like I'm not gonna get much out of ritual if I can't reroll like 30,000 times like everyone can if they fully invest into it. That's the main reason I ignore it. Like, I probably shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's the FOMO. We'll go with that. If I get a crumb of exceptional versing. I guess we accidentally picked a decent option though. I forgot about the summoning circle, damn it. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. But now we are morally obligated to do the other two. Because now the shop has generated, and if it generated with a mage button, and I don't look at it, I'm gonna cry. Not that I'd ever know. Like, it could be a thing. Like the challenge, and exiles can be a great enemy to duplicate. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, this build could definitely handle that kind of thing. But if the summoning circle is like 10 miles away from any ritual, yeah, if I hadn't done this one earlier, could have maybe done that, but I don't want to drag it across the map. We'll just bonk this here. I heard they cut off this boss's tail because he was causing problems in Simulacrum. There's the breach. That's the last two. Nice. We just have to hope we have the clear capabilities to keep Bailiff alive here. It might be. It might work out. It might not. Yeah, she hasn't gotten hit yet. I think we're okay.
Let's see you get through this.
I was a little concerned when we started jumping away from her, kind of like that. And it is a little troublesome, but not so bad. Not impossible to manage at all. What happened to Aelith? Brother. If anyone should know, it should be him. We'll go do these other two. Hey, we got a boss anyways. Nice. What? Please hold. Time for water anyways. GGG! These damn hydration breaks are getting out of hand. They'll ruin the World Cup. Just me, or did everything get quieter? Yeah, wait. Sound definitely seems a little fucked up. Well, we still got 4K. I guess that's fine. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Guess we'll take that one and give the rest.
The king calls.
Yeah, that definitely
I will answer.
is fucked up. We'll probably restart the game after I kill this boss. Tend to press escapes to make sure you don't get ambushed. It's probably a good call. Half the time the game pauses while it's doing that, but I probably shouldn't rely on it. I love this build so much. I just hope we can get it tanky enough to handle like T15s. That's probably my biggest concern now. Because our damage was like workable when we did the tier 11. It's just everything that touched me chunked out my entire ES bar. Audio's still kind of fucked. Restarting the game helps? Not in this case. Headphones. Maybe we try that. Or I could be hallucinating. Maybe it's my headphones. That's better. Whatever we did is better now. One of those three things solved it, and I probably should have done one at a time so we knew better.
Reveal your worth.
Ew. Those are both kind of gross. I really shouldn't be destroying maps, but I don't like looking at the maps with the bad modifiers. Found out your graphics card has an update because your totems made your stream lag so bad? Like Discord stream, or do you like stream? I think you've told me you stream occasionally, right? Or am I thinking of someone else? Yeah, I am really bad about remembering to update my shit. But also, hey, you mentioned it. I don't know why I didn't follow when you mentioned that. I will follow, and if I see one, I'll try and hang out if I can. Should be more regular, but you're not. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. Let's try T10. And if this goes like shit, I'm going to immediately buy a chess piece. And hopefully I actually remember that by the end of the map. Oh, hey, Delirium. Your days off, you don't want to fix your hair so you can play. That's real. When I've had less regular streaming schedules, I've definitely had that same reason for not wanting to do it. Not that I do too much to my hair anyways, but like in general, I just don't want to put myself together. Yo, what, another one? Cool for the price of one? Sheesh. We gotta put clarity on. These mana issues are a problem. Mana issues are mana issuing. Can we get away with a level 2 gem? We can. $47.9 per second to 60.4. So it's like 30% more. Hopefully that helps. Probably won't solve it entirely, but it'll at least reduce the pain a little bit. Found the breach, but it's slightly far away. Game was thinking about it. That might have been network, actually. Lost track of him. Get back here! I did not mean to start that yet. Shoot. Hey, let's hold on, please! Time out. I have no mana flasks, or no life flasks, please. I'm alive! Everything's fine. Time out, please. Okay. I think we stabilized. Oh, maybe not. I just need a flask. Alright. Now we're good. P10s might be slightly problematic. But I think a large part of it is, again, we're kind of squishy because my body armor is shit. I think Aelith was just not talking that time. Yeah, she didn't want to talk to me today. Honestly, I can't believe we did that without dying. Woo! Indeed. That shit was terrifying. Yeah. Thank God we got all those freezes. Like, usually I'm upset when I find the freeze abilities, because it's like, man, I would just rather have a shield or like a heal or something for Aelith. But like, kind of saved our ass that time.
You'll forgive me if I don't hold back.
Suppose it didn't help we left the delirium on this whole time. Bro has all the dodge roll distance in the world.
Love this job.
Yeah, take that, I guess. Can take it's better than mine. Not wrong. In fact, I might go so far as to say you're right. However, this is also very scary. Owie. I don't even know what used that ability. Like, I know what I saw. It was the damn, like, corrupted blood pillar thing that Geonor does, but like, who the hell sent that? Oh shit. Please, no. We saved it. Oh, here's the boss. Easy. Really like that the timer pauses it once you start the boss fight. Whoop. Unfortunately, not this time. What do you mean? I'm not okay. Shit. I really thought we had that, but I got a little too excited. I was just too relieved that we saved it, and I stopped paying attention. They're both stunned. All of their animations require them to swing that damn saw around, so I couldn't tell if he was attacking or if he was getting stunned. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Isn't that from Darkest Dungeon? That sounds familiar. I knew it. That's what gives you the most. It be like that. The worst for me is when I get like a speed shrine. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm fast as fuck. Let's kill everything, and then I just fall over immediately. 80% of the time I find a speed shrine in PoE1. That's exactly what happens. It's only happened like once or twice so far in PoE2, but give it time. Give it time. Body armor. We need to fix this problem. How much res do I have on it? 20? No, 58. So we kind of need to maintain that level of resistance, unfortunately. Because I don't really have room for it elsewhere. Unless I were to change my gloves, but I kind of like the 15% skill speed. It's a little, it feels a little shitty to search this way. But I guess we want a minimum of 20 lightning, 20 fire. How about body armor? Please. $2,104 evasion rating with 637 energy shield for the low price of 1,500 divine orbs. It's kind of tempting. Of DOP grounds because your regen is so high. Still hindering you, and sometimes you die because of what you can only describe as dumb cockiness. I assume that means you mean DOT grounds? Like damage over time? But yeah, I do the same thing. If I have the regen to out heal something on the ground, sometimes I go out of my way to stand in it just because, like, normally it pisses me off to deal with those things. So, like, when I don't have to deal with them, I like to kind of, like, rub it in a little bit, you know? Alright, let's say 1,500 evasion and, like, 400 energy shield. What's that look like? That's pretty expensive. Less expensive. Has life regen on it too, which is a little handy. But I could probably use attributes a little more. Actually, all of these lowest price ones have like really shitty third prefixes or third suffixes. It's like all life regen. The moment they hit anything else, the price just goes even higher. Got a Blood Realm from Delirium and just walked all around the map for no reason because you could. I do that too. Half the time it's because I get lost, but the other half is just because I like running over the blood instead of limiting myself to the safe zones. Okay, well, we're going to take this. It seems as good a deal as any we'll get. Compared to my 780, 238, it is a slight improvement. The question is, should I corrupt this? Sure, but that part's not the one we do. Oh, right. Shit, that was an inside thought. Fuck. Alright, well, we got 47 extra spirit. Which means I could put Vitality 2 on, or I could put Clarity 2 and something else. Not until you get it back up. True. Good call. There was something else I wanted to spend my spirit on, wasn't there? Because I was thinking of taking off Blasphemy for something else. Elemental conflicts is kind of crazy. I've never actually used Blink before. I could use Convalescence, but last time I did that, it was kind of bugged. Wait, Elemental Conflicts is really, really bad? Oh, you mean Blink. I thought everybody used Blink. At least a couple patches ago. That's why I felt like I was missing out. Or was that just like a Temporalis thing? Let's try Convalescence. Let's see if it actually works as intended nowadays. That might be a little more effective for us than Vitality. But we can still take... Is it Mysticism? No. Overrides your dodge roll, which means cooldown. Gotcha. I just wasn't sure if the instant movement was enough to offset that. And I guess with like if you had Temporalis to reduce that cooldown, then it becomes more worthwhile. Or has a chance of being more worthwhile. That's not exactly something I'm planning on ever having. I have 15 spirit to spare. Let's take Herbalism. I wish we had one that would give Mana Flask recovery. That would probably help me a little more, but whatever. If you could dodge roll when it's cooldown, maybe that would be okay. That would be sick, actually. That reminds me of like Shangon, the Black Powder Blitz replaces your dodge roll. Has a similar issue. You go far as shit, but like, damn, the cooldown's super annoying. But I did use this in a build once, and it was super fun. Yeah, that's the cooldown right there. It's so rough sometimes. But detonating 20,000 grenades on one spot with it is so satisfying. Let's try another tier 11, shall we? Let's just do one mod. Of course, it rolled as chaos, but thankfully I do have some measure of chaos res. And by tier 11, I mean tier 12. Because everything's irradiated.
Death lurks even in sunlight.
Yeah, I don't know. It would probably some... They'd probably give some excuse about opportunity cost or some shit like that. Convalescence does actually seem to be working. Maybe with the new dodge roll build, it'll just be broken. Is there a new dodge roll build? Is that what people have moved on to at this point? First it was Thorns, and now we're on dodge roll. Remember the Lightning Warp Totems League back in the day? In PoE1 or 2? Wow, gotcha. I didn't ever hear about Lightning Warp Totems, but I played Lightning Warp Mines multiple times. It's one of my favorite builds ever. I love that shit so much. Which is precisely why we had the idea to put Lightning Warp in Mjölner. Because I wanted something like Lightning Warp Mines, but also we don't have mines. Spawn 2 additional packs? Sure. Ayla, no, I can't. I couldn't get over to her. There was a monster right next to her. Yeah, we'll heal her through the explosion. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yo, 2 breach tablets. Let's go. Ever played Town Portal Mines build? No, but I should have been. Sounds peak. I have played Cast on Death Portal though. That was sick. I don't know if you could really call it a build, but like it was part of a build. Yeah, I don't want to do ritual. It takes so much time. Didn't do anything but open up like 30 town portals in a sequence. I mean, that sounds about right, but imagine if they gave town portal like 1 damage. Then at least we could try and beat Shaper with it or something. Owie. Oops. Splat. Where's the boss? There it is. Kind of wondering if we should try our 4th Ascendancy. I don't know how none of that hit me, but I definitely just committed. And he tried to slam, but thankfully it whiffed. Either I got out of the way or evasion saved my ass. Still no Karui beacon for this man. Let's do this one and see if that gives it to me. I kind of don't want to be doing the breach maps on this character. Our clear is so questionable. Who does Tavakai?
Nothing like the scent of
Not gonna lie, I forgot who I was talking about. Oh, the Savannah. Yeah. That, I specifically make a lot of effort to keep him from doing that. If you run up, well, if you run along the wall, like up the little hill thing, if he does charge, then he'll charge into the wall instead of like the back wall where all the spear throwers are. That keeps them from being a problem. But really, I just try really hard to sprint and get there before he actually charges. Because fighting him up on that peak keeps the spears from being a problem. Yeah. It's not a huge deal overall, but it's made the fight smoother for me. I must make them suffer! Oh, another one. After one boss rush. surely the Karui Afterlife map is where we find the Karui beacon to go fight the Karui chieftain, right? It's gotta be how it works. You know the Scorpion boss, when she starts standing on her hand and fires poison bolts at you, if you stand next to her, she'll stop firing and move on to the next stage. I did not realize it was a proximity thing. I kind of figured it was just a random thing, but that is good to know. At this point, the only thing I think about with the Scorpion boss is, like in Trial of Sekima, I just keep trying to memorize. Yo, thank you, Yama. I keep trying to memorize which button spawns the scarabs, so that way if I do accidentally step on the button, I don't have to deal with the poison gas or the darts. One additional rare monster. We'll probably use it like that. Pretty decent tablet. This one's gross. So everything still kind of hurts, but not quite so bad as it hurt before I changed body armor. Learned it there. Had to master it when, because he had no damage while leveling. Yeah. I've definitely been there too. It do be like that sometimes. Mobilize enemies at 50% build-up instead of 100%. That clearly has not been applying with stun. So I wonder if it's supposed to be... I wonder if it's like electrocute or pin only. Standing still when she's jumping from the ground is almost 100% safe. That kind of tracks. I always wonder about that in like a lot of boss fights. Like, surely not everything is going to target where I am all of the time. So, like, how often could you get away with just standing still? Fuck, I forgot what I was doing. Support gem for... Oh, yeah. Armor breaker gets electrocute. Kind of wanted to try putting electrocute on armor breaker. I feel like close combat is probably the one we are most likely to be able to change. Because I'm not sure what our strike range is. Wonder if that says in here. Doesn't say our range in there either. Oh. Told your friend about that, and he's like, how about having damage and not knowing about it? Listen here, Buster. That sounds like meta talk. We don't play meta in this house. He is build maker after all. Yeah. I guess that tracks. Fork spotted in kitchen and all that. I think it's not taking. Oh, it's got room. So I saw my health go down. I was like, oh, I'll just pop convalescence and be fine. I was not fine. Turns out, invulners are pretty strong. Not really sure how badly I want to chase down this delirium. Like, I probably should. Poison hurts so damn bad. Alright, I guess we don't have to do the breach hive, do we? Just having a much harder gameplay? You're right. Life is difficult when you can't kill things off screen. That, and I think GGG kind of just hates melee because they keep doing all sorts of super melee hostile things basically constantly. Like our 7th utility belt today. We might end up with a whole div by the time we're done picking them up. So we don't technically have to do this, but kind of feel like it's a waste not to.
This world is not yours.
And we get 4 additional packs. Sheesh. Tried monkey 0.1 shattering ring. Oh yeah, that. Whoops. That shit was crazy that league. But you went minions afterwards? And 0.1? I think I remember hearing similar things about that build as well, so. For those in general around that time. So I can't blame you for questioning. But was it as bad as people say? Yo, somehow we still leveled up. I guess there's a shitload of monsters when you summon 4 extra packs. Somehow we did that. Another utility belt? Huge. Oh, so the minion swap worked well for you? You just didn't know how to play in level. Yeah, that's fair. I had a similar thought on the... Like, people were saying PoE1, PoE2 is bad in 0.1, and yeah, it needed a lot of improvement, and it's come a long way or whatever, but... A lot of my thinking at the time was kind of similar. How much of it is because we have no idea what we're doing, and how much of it is because the game's actually... So we take more spell damage. Reavers in 0.1. Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? I mean, hey, good on you for making it work. There's a summoning circle around. Kinda don't think it's worth the time. Actually, you know, it's definitely not worth the time in this place where we have to deal with the damn poison puddles. Fuck that. We are actually at 6 for today. I mean, that's a good tablet. That's a pretty good tablet. Double XP gain, reach pack size, waste on quantity. It was your friend that found out and told you to try it? Ah, gotcha. The build maker strikes again. It's awful nice of him to share the hidden tech, though. So how do you feel about minions in PoE2 then? They are a little more active because you have the command skills, right? Yeah. Don't need to do it, but it makes you feel helpful. That's what matters. It's all in the feeling. Yo. Quantity Hive Blood. Rare Breach Monster effectiveness. Map effectiveness. And more rare monsters in general. It's also pretty good. I don't really want to... Like, the markets for... I haven't really been noticing this, by the way. The markets for tablets are really crazy, but like, I also don't feel like price checking them all the time. I'll just use them. Today I learned there's a modifier on jewels that says meta skills gain increased energy. Might need to invest. Alright, we're gonna run these two normal maps in the hopes of not running a breach map. We'll find this damn bacon one day. See, normal breaches I can deal with. It's those hives that are annoying to sit in. I think either of my other builds would be fine with it, but this one's a little more annoying. Like, honestly, I might just try getting this build to like level 90 and then keep it as my resident boss killer for the league if it has enough damage to deal with that kind of thing. It's like, single target's pretty damn hilarious. But maybe we find a way to make this clear better as we progress. We got 2 Verisium. Which ES life do I have? I got 1378 life and 1633 ES. So basically 3100 HP. Casually leaving waystones behind, excuse me. Uh-oh. I thought I got that one. Probably just dash away. Works for me. See, if we could just fight enemies that have 20 power all the time, that'd be great. See, you got 2 damage types you're weak to, Chaos and Fizz. That sounds about right. Although I do have like 40% Chaos Res. Was it? 30. Still room for improvement though. Fizz damage almost definitely beat my ass, yeah. Actually, what does POB say? How low is our max hit? It's 2,674. Oh, it's here. Let's go. Wait, ES gets twice damage? How so? Is that just a passive energy shield I didn't actually know? Oh. For chaos damage. I see. So that's why I wasn't actually... Every time I've done a chaos map today, I've been a little curious as to why I have not been losing life behind my energy shield when I take hits, like, all the time. So I guess that answers that question. Part of me just wants to try T16 actually. Tavakai. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen, really? We got 5 respawns. And if it doesn't go well, we can just call in one of the other characters. I don't want to do Delirium right now. Let's just focus on surviving first. Holy dodge roll, Batman. They should really give the Rogue Exiles a cooldown on dodge roll, because damn. Hello? She can dodge roll and blink, or was that just lag? Get back here! Please! Brutal. That's what I'm saying. Hey, these Rogue Exiles, they're breaking all the rules. It definitely did look like she blinked, right? Ghost, can you hurry up and possess that thing, please?
The spirit's made its choice. Time to finish this. That were a good hunt.
Yeah, sure.
Nah, if we run, you're hit.
I wonder if we can get all of these in one Did I get the reroll options thing? I did not get it. I've been thinking about it every map for the past like 3 maps, and I keep forgetting. But mostly because I stuck Pharaoh on the bum-ass edge of my hideout because I don't like him. One of these times I'll remember to make my way over there. I stuck him in a corner in some bushes. I mean, our damage is mostly alright. I'm getting real close to dying a lot of these fights, though. Oh, you know what? Those empty health bars probably have ward. That's what that was. Yeah, we might not be able to handle that on this character. Not yet. Think it's Fizz? Probably. Think you might be right. I wonder if I can get away with just stacking more energy shield. Because I think I have like basically 0 nodes spent on energy shield. Like I think this wheel down here for those energy shield and evasion, those 2 points there, and then that's it in the entire build. Like, we could take this, since I do have convalescence. There is some energy shield nodes here we could take. There's that. Maybe that's what we spend our next couple levels on. Surely this will go better, right? Bro, nothing wanted to trigger. Okay, I may have fucked up. Because now we're stuck between the expedition and the remnant. There we go. Killed one of the the problem bugs. Whoa. That was definitely, almost definitely the wave that just killed me. But it's my own fault for wanting to actually fight and clear that thing. We run. Man, we gotta skip the summoning circle because there's too much shit nearby. The funny thing is, I do still believe we can kill Tabakai. We have a chance.
Remember this day, if you survive. the stage.
Mm-hmm.
If you survive,
If you survive. Mm-hmm.
you cannot escape.
Yeah.
Ancestors, let them know the might of the Karui. I am the true Nakura Makoi.
Question will be, can we survive the 5 attacks he does before he dies? Well, can my computer survive the 5 attacks he does before he dies? The answer is no. Clearly not. I really should update my drivers. You know what? Here's what we do. The secret tick. We open the NVIDIA app. That way, as soon as I end the stream, I remember. Please. Also, hopefully this doesn't ruin the sound again when it fixes itself. Cool. Bruh. At least we still got 1 attempt left. I refuse to recognize that as a failing of this character.
What even guides you, foul one?
And he called me stinky. Press escape once when the freeze starts. I might have to start doing that. I definitely should have. Also, I don't know if I lost XP to that.
You cannot escape.
This outsider challenges our way. The ancestors, let them know the might of the Karui. I am the true Nakura Makoi.
Brrr. Damn.
Your strength, Tokuhama.
Look at all that shock round. Oh no, that's his shock round.
What? Why do you reject me? All I have done.
I forgot to give myself power charges.
So be it.
Just love the attack animation.
Save my people, myself.
Myself.
The power of the ancestors is mine.
Oh shit. That might have been the worst possible attack for him to use. Because I can't actually control where I'm moving. Fuck. Damn it. If we hadn't lagged out that one time, surely we could have had it on that attempt. It's just gonna let me go back in. Well, at least now we know where the problem is on the build. I don't want to redo that map though, because I can't imagine he'll drop anything good while like after having been attempted once. Alright, I think I'm gonna do one more map, and then we're gonna call it a day early today, because I got some editing I want to do. And I don't want to get myself all tuckered out before starting it. What's up with all the barrels everywhere? Oops. Was it him? Maybe it's just those enemy types. They need barrels to pick up and throw. You'll be out of here in 20 minutes. Oh. Oh, damn. Well, I hope you stay safe. Literally burning the midnight oil. Do I? After that last map, I'm like terrified to do anything because I'm kind of getting my ass beat all of a sudden. All according to plan. Dude, do they always kind of float like that? Never actually noticed. Is that our first ritual we've seen? You know what, fuck it. It's our last map of the day, we may as well. There she goes, Howie. Oh, she's lightning resistant. That's toxic, dude. Although, when we crit, the lightning resistance shouldn't matter. May still be a little early for red maps on this character. I got too excited because our boss damage is good. But I guess we have an excuse to clear out this side. What's my level? We're 82. Fuel Mjölner equals Sigma? That's what I'm saying. Honestly, I just can't believe it worked. Like, when I had the idea for Fuel Mjölnir's plus Ball Lightning and Lightning Warp, I was like, surely the Lightning Warp is just not going to target the Ball Lightnings because it's just not going to recognize it at the right time. But nope. It kind of works. I'm just squishy as hell. But we'll fix that eventually. Step, wrong step. That one went slightly better without a lightning resistant boss in it. Our 7th utility belt today. So it turns out you can hit her before she actually finishes spawning in. Today I learned. Because we were triggering the lightning of the ball lightning, and her health was actually missing when she spawned. So it did, not only did it count as hitting, but it did actually deal the damage as well. You know what? Let's just do the boss. I'll find the last ritual after. As it should be. That's peak right there. Oops. Damn it. That's why I thought about doing the ritual. Oh, wait, we do get stuff. Half the time it actually deletes everything if I die even after I've killed the boss, but this time it worked out. Mavianga's rolled decently well. Not well enough to really be super valuable, I don't think. Maybe we defer it anyways. Because if I corrupt that into 30% quality, it'll probably still be fine. Yeah, alright. Alright, Frozen Spell. Appreciate you hanging out. It was good chatting as always. And, yeah, have a good rest of your night. But, my friends, like I said, yes, we are ending the stream. That was our last map for the day, but I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't even not already, make sure you smack the follow button if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And come see me again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And for some reason, my damn label that's supposed to show that on my stream is broken once again. I'm not sure why that keeps happening, but we'll figure it out. So you have yourselves a good rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for more dual Mjölnir action.